Okay, guys. Now, let me share with you the basic structure of the CSS or the CSS syntax. All right. Now, basically, when we look at the CSS structure, okay, we can see that, okay, CSS is divided into two sections, okay, or two area. All right. First is what we call selector. Okay, first is what we call selector. Now, what is selector? All right. Selector points to the HTML elements that you want to style. Okay. Selector identifies which element, all right, or which part of the HTML that the style should be applied, right? So there are many ways, okay, where we can select the selector, but I will explain that, okay, after this. But most importantly, okay, selector define which part, okay, or which elements, okay, that will be affected, okay, by the style. That is the first part of the CSS. Now, the second part of the CSS is this section. This is what we call declaration. Okay, this is what we call a declaration block. All right, declaration block. Now, declaration must be started with opening curly bracket, okay, and close with closing curly bracket, right? And inside declaration is where we declare the style that we want to apply to the selector, right? So that's it. The two parts, okay, or two blocks, okay, of CSS. One is what we call selector. The other one is the declaration. And inside declaration, okay, as you can see here, all right, we have another two parts called property and value. Okay, property and value. Now, the concept of property and value is very similar like HTML's attributes and value. Very similar. Okay. For example, property. Okay. Property is actually the kind of style that you want to apply. What is the style that you want to apply? In this case, for example, when we said color, okay, when we said color, meaning that we want to apply the color. Okay. So it's very similar like attribute in HTML. Okay, in HTML, we also have, okay, attribute color. Okay, for example, font color. For example, BG color. Okay, maknanya background color. Right? So that is what we call the property. Now, between property and value, we have to put semicolon. Right? You see here the marks. Okay, semicolon. Now, guys, value. All right, the second part of declaration, the value. Okay, also very similar. In fact, okay, they also share the same value name. Okay, there's a lot of value name. Okay, very similar with HTML value and CSS value. All right, so just like value in HTML, okay, value in CSS, okay, describing the detail about property. Okay, in this case, okay, if the style is color, then, okay, blue here describing the color. Okay, so meaning that we want, okay, the H1, okay, in this case, okay, heading 1 should become blue in color, right? So that's it, the basic CSS syntax. Okay, we have the selector, declaration, and inside declaration, okay, we have property and value, which is very similar with attributes and value in HTML. Now, how many set of property value that a selector can have? Okay, the answer is depending on the style that you want to apply. In this case, for example, okay, if you look here, we have two set of property value. One is color blue, the other is font size 12 pixel. But remember, between them, you have to put semicolon. All right, you have to put semicolon. Okay, without semicolon, okay, the CSS will assume, alright, for example, in this case, kalau tak ada semicolon, okay, both, okay, blue font size 12 pixel as one value. That's why we have to put a semicolon to differentiate, okay, between different set of property value. So that's it, the basic CSS syntax, which consists of selector, declaration, and inside declaration we have property and value. Later I will show you how to write, okay, the CSS. Okay,